Hello and welcome to eChinese Learning Pod, your go-to podcast for learning Chinese and exploring Chinese culture. To protect speakers' privacy and enhance audio quality, some or all voices in this episode are created with AI assistance.
Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into something I find really fascinating. It's this idea of how language that sounds harsh on the surface can actually be a sign of a really, really strong friendship. We're looking at these cute but savage insults in Chinese culture. Our goal is to kind of figure out how these phrases completely flip their meaning to signal deep trust.
Exactly. And it's so counterintuitive, right? Because they function as these high-stakes linguistic shortcuts. If you were to just, read a literal translation, you'd think someone was being pretty rude.
Totally. You'd assume they were fighting.
But the real meaning is the complete opposite. And that massive contrast, that's the whole point. It signals a friendship that's so solid, you don't need the usual politeness. The insult actually becomes the proof of the bond.
That's a great way to put it, the willingness to skip the politeness.
Yeah.
So the riskier the phrase, the more trust you're showing. Okay, so let's get into the first example from the sources. The caring critique, which is, 你是不是太想我了?
Right. And literally that just means, did you miss me too much?
It sounds so sweet.
Yeah.
Almost like something you'd say to a partner.
It does. And that's what makes it so funny in context. Because what it really means is something like,
Why are you blowing up my phone?
exactly, why are you texting me nonstop? It's like you went to the bathroom, you come back, and there are 3 messages from them, and only a really close friend gets the license to call you out on that so directly.
But they wrap it in this layer of faux praise. It's brilliant.
It is. The friend is basically saying, look, I know our bond is strong enough that I can tell you you're being a little annoying right now, and that requires a huge amount of intimacy.
Okay, so that one is about trust enabling a critique. What about the next one? 傻不傻? That one feels a little different.
Oh, totally. That one is pure performance. The literal meaning is just, are you silly or are you dumb?
Pretty blunt.
Yeah, but the real feeling behind it is pure, fond annoyance. It's the linguistic equivalent of saying, I love you, but oh my God, what are you doing? The insult is just theater.
So it's a shorthand.
It's the ultimate shorthand. It saves you from a whole lecture and just instantly communicates, I'm a little disappointed, but I still adore you.
I get that. So moving on to the overreaction alert. That would be 不要大惊小怪.
Mm-hmm. Literally, don't freak out over nothing.
But the source material suggests it's more like you're overreacting again.
Yes, the again is implied. And that's fascinating because you're basically being given permission to manage your friend's emotional state. You're not just saying, calm down. You're saying, I know you. I know how you get. And I'm telling you, this situation is not worth your energy.
A liberty you would definitely not take with someone you just met.
Absolutely not. That is inner circle territory only.
So the last one in our source is 真是服了你了. Seems to be the most complex. I mean, literally is something like, I'm seriously done with you. That sounds relationship ending.
It does. It sounds so harsh. And that's why it's the ultimate test of the bond. The whole meaning lives in the nuance. The source was really clear on this. The feeling is half annoyed, half fond. It's that perfect, I can't with you, but also I adore you. It's not one or the other. It's both things happening at the same time. The tension is the entire message.
So if we pull all these examples together, what are we really looking at here?
I think we're looking at a cultural indicator.
An indicator that the friendship is, I guess, secure enough to not just withstand, but actually thrive on a bit of mockery. It's like these playful insults are the currency of that trust.
That's it, exactly. And it proves that sometimes the most, savage things we say to our friends are actually the quickest way to say, I accept you completely. It shows you've reached a kind of linguistic intimacy where you can just drop all the formal rules. Your bond exists outside of all that.
Want to practice what you've learned today with a real Chinese teacher? You can get a free one-on-one trial lesson at eChineselearning.com. That's it for today's episode of eChinese Learning Pod. Thanks for tuning in.